Yo, yo, yo. It's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about semen retention, female attraction. Does ignoring her actually work? Does it work? Okay, I'm gonna put this in kind of perspective. Okay, if you're going after a female and she doesn't seem to be like catching on to you, like you try to throw a game at her, you try to text her, you try to hit her up, you try to talk to her in person, and like she's not feeling you, she seems like she doesn't seem like she's invested in you. What you need to do as a man, what you need to do as a fulfilled man, what you gotta do, what you have to do is you have to make sure that, okay, one, you have to leave a mark on her. Step one is to leave a mark. You have to do something that no other guy has ever done it before so you can stand out. Because pretty women are used to having guys go submit to them like 24 hours of the day. So you have to do something that's going to leave a mark on her. You have to do something where the next week she still remembers what you did because you made her feel a certain way. Saying hey to her is not going to cut it, guys. It's not going to cut it. Saying hey, what's up, hello, how are you doing, all these mundane logical kind of things is not going to cut it. You have to trigger her emotional high. You have to trigger her emotional high. It has to be the point where you have to say something that catches her emotions. And then what you have to do is you have to put her on an emotional roller coaster. You have to be good at storytelling. You have to point something out that reminds you of something, let's say in the past, and then you have to tell her a story. Tell her a story. Let's say we're talking about, an example is like you're on a roller coaster. Oh, like you guys talk about like King's Dominion or some shit. Like you both have a mutual interest in amusement parks, and now you're talking about like how you and your friend went to the amusement park and you guys had a fun time, and it was so fun, but what happened is she couldn't, like one of her friends couldn't get off the roller coaster and she ended up like getting injured or something. Does that kind of make sense? Like you have to lead it to the point where she is very, like, you tell her a story where she's like really happy. Or another thing is like you and your childhood friend were getting ice cream together and the ice cream truck was coming and you guys were so happy to get an ice cream, but all of a sudden when you guys were on the street, the ice cream truck didn't stop and it managed to hit your friend and your friend got injured and ended up in the hospital. Do you realize that? Do you realize how it ended up being such a happy feeling to something that's so like depressing? Do you feel that emotion? You have to do that consistently for a little while, and then you're gonna have to bounce. You're gonna have to get busy and do other things. You have to release your attachment to her. Not release your desire, release your attachment of, if this relation doesn't happen then I won't be happy. You have to let that out of your mind. Now once you give that emotional high that you give her, and then you're okay with yourself that you bounce from her life and you just focus on other things, whether like it's making your own money or doing something that can occupy your time, she will remember you. And the next time you go up to her, she is going to act different because she is now emotionally dependent on you. She is emotionally dependent. You guys can search this up. Search up what I'm saying. Search up how you can give her emotional roller coaster, how you can leave, and how she has some sort of dependency on you. Because if you can make her feel all those emotions in that short amount of time, she doesn't know what to do with herself. She feels like you are her rock. And if you can be her rock, if you can be her emotional her emotional box where she can just invest her time and energy into, then you have a reason. She has a reason to be with you. And if she has a reason to be with you, you can do anything you want because you're gauging her emotions. Does that make sense? Leave questions down below to see what your if that makes sense, if you have any other questions. But you have to put her on an emotional roller coaster. Leave the situation, occupy your time with something different, and then the next time you talk to her, she will be emotionally dependent on you, and that's how you can win her, basically. But anyways, I mean, try it out, see what happens. But this is what I'm telling you guys. Also, the coronavirus, I wanted to touch on this a little bit. When you guys can notice that everybody is kind of like in their homes, which you should be home, but if you do get the chance to go out, make sure you're still like working out, keeping your energy intact, not submitting to like bad foods and stuff like that. Because at some point there is going to be an end of the light of the tunnel. There is going to be some sort of clearance, and we are going to return back to a normal society. And when we get back to the normal society, at least make sure you're kind of ahead of the game. While everybody was kind of in watching Netflix all day, eating bad foods, ordering food in, not cooking, not eating natural foods, you're still on your purpose. And then while everyone's just kind of getting back into the routine, you're already ahead of the game. You have to think this way. This is how the top 1% think. You can't do what everyone else is doing. If you follow the majority of men, if you follow the majority of people and their actions, you're going to get what the majority of people have, which is nothing. Which is emotion, which is like nothing, which is nothing. So make sure you're doing things different. If they're recommending something, do that, but do it in a different way. Do things that help you grow. Read books, continue working out, continue retaining, continue on your purpose. And then once this whole virus is over, pandemic is over, you're one step ahead of the game and you're getting to yours exclusively. It's all on you, guys. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, keep going. It's all on you. Switch your mindset to anything. Make sure your mindset is good, and make sure you're only thinking positivity, because whatever you think about will manifest into this reality when you're no longer attached to the outcome. Peace out, guys. Peace out.